Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Keisha Johnson here. We are here for another, 30 minutes of personal development. For those of you that have been waiting for me, I had another Zoom meeting today, so I could not get on in the 11 o'clock hour, but nevertheless, here I am. If you're catching the replay, go ahead and type in hashtag replay so I'll know that you are watching. And if you are tuning in live, say hello. Hey there, Tamara. Hey, Yolanda. We are here for our audiobook reading today. Let me go ahead and share this to my other business page, or my other ministry page, I should say. Hello, good afternoon. As you're coming on, go ahead and share this. I know that this will definitely be a blessing to you all. Hello, hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, let's see if Facebook will let me share this over to the other page. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. So we have been listening to an audiobook, and we listened to 3 agreements already, and we are about to listen to the 4th. And I think I shared it over there. I hope I shared it over to my other page. I'll check it after the live is over. So anyway, hey there. Oh, you're sneaking in from work. All right, let me go ahead. And so I was sharing that I'm on a little bit later today. I didn't get on in the 11 o'clock hour because I had another Zoom meeting, and we just wrapped that up. And I said, you know what, let me pause and get this done before I move on to the rest of the stuff that I have to do. So let's go ahead and jump in. Make sure that you grab your journals. Look, I am so unprepared. I don't even have my journal or my pen, but that's all right. So go ahead and share the broadcast. I'm going to go ahead and press play, and we are going to go ahead and get started. All right. Oh, thank you so much. All right, let's go. And there's no commentary. The live is the audiobook is just going to jump right in. All right, here we go. And today we're talking about always do your best.
4th agreement. Always do your best.
All right, here we go. Hey, Debbie.
There is just one more agreement, but it's the one that allows the other 3 to become deeply ingrained habits.
Oh, here, I can use this one.
The 4th agreement is about the action of the first 3.
Hey there, everybody.
Always do your best. Under any circumstance, always do your best.
Hey there.
No more
Hello.
and no less.
Go ahead and share
But
the
keep
broadcast.
in mind that your best is never going to be the same from one moment to the next.
Let's see.
Everything is alive and changing all the time. So your best will sometimes be high quality, and other times it will not be as good.
Let's see.
When you wake up refreshed and energized in the morning, your best will be better than when you're tired at night.
Here we go. All right.
Your best will
There
be
you go.
different when you're healthy as
Hey,
opposed to
everybody.
sick, or sober as opposed to drunk. Your best will depend on whether you're feeling wonderful and happy or angry and upset. In your everyday moods, your best can change from one moment to another, from 1 hour to the next,
Hey
from one day to
there.
another. Your best will also change over time. As you build the habit of the 4 new agreements, your best will become better than it used to be.
So good to see y'all.
Regardless of the quality, keep doing your best. No more and no less than your best. If you try too hard to do more than your best, you will spend more energy than is needed. And in the end, your best will not be enough. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself. Then it takes you longer to accomplish your goal.
Hey, Deborah.
But if you do less than your best, you subject yourself to frustrations, self-judgment, guilt, and regrets. Just do your best. In
This is
any
what we are
circumstance in
listening
your
to.
life, it doesn't matter if you're sick or tired. If you always do your best, there is no way you can judge yourself. And if you don't judge yourself, there's no way you're going to suffer from guilt, blame, and self-punishment. By always doing your best, you will break a big spell that you have been under. Doing your best, you're going to live your life intensely. You're going to be productive. You're going to be good to yourself. Because you will be giving yourself to your family, to your community, to everything. When you always do your best, you take action. And it is the action that is going to make you feel intensely happy.
Yes.
Doing your best is taking the action because you love it, not because you're expecting a reward. Most people do exactly the opposite. They only take action when they expect a reward, and they don't enjoy the action. And that's the reason why they don't do their best. For example, most people go to work every day just thinking of payday and the money they will get from the work they're doing. They can hardly wait for Friday or Saturday, whatever day they receive their money, and can take time off. They're working for the reward, and as a result, they resist work. They try to avoid the action, and it becomes more difficult, and they don't do their best. They work so hard all week long, suffering the work, suffering the action, not because they like to, but because they feel they have to. They have to work because they have to pay the rent, because they have to support their family. They have all that frustration, and when they do receive their money, they are unhappy. They have 2 days to rest, to do what they want to do, and what do? They try to escape. They get drunk because they don't like themselves. They don't like their life. There are many ways that we hurt ourselves when we don't like who we are.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, if you take action just for the sake of doing it, without expecting a reward, you'll find that you enjoy every action you do. Rewards will come, but you're not attached to the reward. You can even get more than you would have imagined for yourself without expecting a reward. When you do your best, you don't give the judge the opportunity to find you guilty or to blame you.
Mm-hmm.
If you've done your best and the judge tries to judge you according to your book of laws, you've got the answer. I did my best. There are no regrets. That is why we always do our best. It is not an easy agreement to keep, but this agreement is really going to set you free.
Mm-hmm.
When you do your best, you learn to accept yourself. But you have to be aware and learn from your mistakes.
Yes.
Learning from your mistakes means you practice. Look honestly at the results and keep practicing. This increases your awareness. Do your best because you want to do it, not because you have to do it,
Mm-hmm.
not because you are trying to please the judge, and not because you are trying to please other people.
Good afternoon.
If you take action because you have to, then there's no way you're going to do your best. Then it's better not to do it. Action is about living fully. Inaction is the way that we deny life. Inaction is sitting in front of the television every day for years because you're afraid to be alive and take the risk of expressing what you are. Expressing what you are is taking action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but what makes the difference is the action. Without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. A good example of this comes from the story about Forrest Gump. He didn't have great ideas, but he took action. He was happy because he always did his best at whatever he did. He was richly rewarded without expecting any reward at all. Taking action is being truly alive. It's taking the risk to go out and express your dream. This is different than imposing your dream on someone else, because everyone has the right to express his or her dream. God is life in action. The best way to say, I love you, God, is to live your life doing your best. The best way to say, thank you, God, is by letting go of the past and living in the present moment, right here and now.
I'm letting the past go.
Whatever life takes away from you, let it go.
Mm-hmm.
When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. If you live in a past dream, you don't enjoy what is happening right now because you'll always wish it to be different than it is. There is no time to miss anyone or anything because you are alive. Not enjoying what is happening right now is living in the past and being only half alive. This leads to self-pity, suffering, and tears. You were born with the right to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
You were born with the right to love, to enjoy, and to share your love. You are alive, so take your life and enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't resist life passing through you, because that is God passing through you. Just to be To take a risk and enjoy your life is all that matters. Say no when you want to say no. And yes when you want to say yes. You have the right to be you. But you can only be you when you do your best. When you don't do your best, you're denying yourself the right to be you. That's a seed that you should really nurture in your mind. You don't need knowledge or great philosophical concepts. You don't need the acceptance of others. You need to express your own divinity by being alive and by loving yourself and others. The first 3 agreements will only work if you do your best. Don't expect that you will always be able to be impeccable with your word. Your routine habits are too strong and firmly rooted in your mind, but you can do your best. Don't expect that you will never take anything personally. Just do your best. Don't expect that you will never make another assumption, but you can certainly do your best. By doing your best, the habits of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time.
We listen to those
You
in the
don't
other
need to
broadcasts.
judge yourself, feel guilty, or punish yourself if you cannot keep these agreements. If you do your best, always, over and over again, you will become a master of transformation. You are a master of speaking your language because you practiced. Everything you have ever learned, you learned through repetition. You learned to write, to drive, and even to walk by repetition. Practice makes the master. By doing your best, you become a master. Action is what makes the difference. If you do your best in the search for personal freedom, in the search for self-love, you will discover that it's just a matter of time before you find what you're looking for. It's not about daydreaming or sitting for hours dreaming in meditation. You have to stand up and be a human. You have to honor the man or woman that you are. Respect your body, enjoy your body, love your body, feed, clean, and heal your body. Exercise and do what makes your body feel good. Your own body is a manifestation of God, and if you honor your body, everything will change for you.
Everything.
When you practice giving love to every part of your body, you plant seeds of love in your mind, and when they grow, you will love, honor, and respect your body immensely. Every action then becomes a ritual in which you are honoring God. After that, the next step is honoring God with every thought, every emotion, every belief. Every thought becomes a communion with God, and you will live a dream without judgments, victimization, and free of the need to gossip and abuse yourself. The 4 agreements are a summary of the mastery of transformation, one of the masteries of the Toltec. When you honor these 4 agreements together, there is no way that you will live in hell. If you are impeccable with your word, if you don't take anything personally, if you don't make assumptions, if you always do your best, then you are going to have a beautiful life. The dream of the planet will be transformed into your personal dream of heaven. The knowledge is there. It's just waiting for you to use it. The 4 agreements are there. You just need to adopt these agreements and respect their meaning and power. Just do your best to honor these agreements. They are so simple and logical that even a child can understand them. But you must have a very strong will, a very strong will, to keep these agreements. Why? Because wherever we go, we find that our path is full of obstacles. Everyone tries to sabotage our commitment to these new agreements, and everything around us is a setup for us to break them. The problem is all the other agreements that are a part of the dream of the planet. They are alive, and they are very strong. That's why you need to be a great hunter, a great warrior who can defend these 4 agreements with your life. Your happiness, your freedom, your entire way of living depends on it. The warrior's goal is to transcend this world, to escape from this hell and never come back. As the Toltecs teach us, The reward is to transcend the human experience of suffering, to become the embodiment of God. That is the reward. We really need to use every bit of power we have to succeed in keeping these agreements. So if you fall, do not judge. Do not give your judge the satisfaction of turning you into a victim. No, be tough with yourself. Stand up and make the agreement again. Okay, I broke my agreement to be impeccable with my word. I will start all over again, and just for today, I will be impeccable with my word. Do not be concerned about the future. Keep your attention on today and stay in the present moment. You can do it if you live just one day at a time.
One day at a time.
If you break an agreement, begin again tomorrow, and again the next day. It will be difficult at first, but each day will become easier and easier, until one day you will discover that you are ruling your life with these 4 agreements, and you will be surprised at the way your life has been transformed. Always do your best to keep these agreements, and soon it will be easy for you. Today is the beginning of a new dream.
All right, so that wrapped up the 4th audio. So we're actually done listening through the book, and so I know there were some concerns about some of the language, and like I said, I know that a lot of this is based on the Word of God, and so I was totally okay with listening and sharing this audio with you all. So the 4 agreements, the first one we talked about and we listened to in the first audio was be impeccable with your word. The second was don't take anything personally, and that was very powerful and life-changing. And then the one yesterday talked about not to make assumptions. And then today talked about always doing your best. So these are, 4 things that very, very powerful that are life-changing. Hold on one second. Bo down. He's just all over the place. I should have had him back there with the boys. So I think that's it. Like I said, let me... down. Sorry, I got getting distracted by the dog. So I shared I had a Zoom meeting today, so I was not able to get on a little earlier in the 11 o'clock hour, but I wanted to make sure I kept my commitment and showed up with you all. So I think my takeaway from today was letting the past go, and that's something that I'm definitely working on, letting the past go, letting emotional baggage go. So if you want, I can stay on for just a few more moments for you to share your takeaways and what stood out to you or what you will do differently because of what you heard the past few days. And I will kind of come on live. I'm thinking, I don't know what the next book is that I'm listening to. I know it'll either be on the topic of rejection or forgiveness. So I'll kind of just pop on live when I have the time. I always say that our personal our personal growth is our responsibility. So we should always be reading and listening to something, learning and growing. And that's it. So you all have anything to share? Y'all are really quiet today. No comments or anything. Or are my comments frozen? You all are very quiet today. All right. So I had a few things written down. And then what stood out to me is when he talked about self-pity. I've learned from personal experience that self-pity is a very, very, very slippery slope. Keisha said, I'm reclaiming my time. The past sits. I'm moving forward. Amen. Be forward focused. We're not worried about what's behind us. Forward focused. And I wrote this down. I said, what is it? We steer where we stare. All right. We steer where we stare, and we find whatever it is that we're looking for. So that's why I say we need to be forward focused. And as I always say, eyes up, because we steer where we stare. Yeah. You said you're working and listening. All right, awesome. Oh, you said y'all are here. All right, guys, I have to go. Like I said, I wanted to jump on. I had a long Zoom meeting, and then I have another Zoom meeting later. And what time is it? I think it's time to pick Zariah up from work, and then I have to go to the post office. Have quite a few things to do today. Tamara says, I'm working on letting go of the past. Definitely not easy. Baby steps. I've been on this journey for 5 years. Or has it been 5 years? Almost 5 years. Yeah, that's a long time. So, it's a process. It's a journey for sure. Feels like it's been forever, but it's so worth it. All right, what else? Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Keisha with an I. I'm Keisha with a Y. I always have to do that. All right, you all. I'm gonna go. I have to get some things done. Honestly, it was nice to just sit here for just a minute and listen to this audio, but I have to get up and I have to get moving, have to get going. So bye, y'all. Go ahead and share this if it blessed you, and if you need to go back and catch the replay of the other videos, just scroll down my timeline. All right, and I have to remember to take this lipstick off. I had my lipstick on the past couple of days because I had Zoom meetings, and yesterday I ran out of the house to go to Walmart. Zariah needed to get some things, and I had to get some ink, and I forgot to take this lipstick off. And this is not, look, let me tell you, this is not that lipstick. This is not that lipstick where you easily wipe it off. Like, this stuff does not, this stuff does not come off. So I got to Walmart and I'm trying to get this lipstick off so I could put my mask on, and it didn't work. So by the time I left out of Walmart and did take the mask off, I had red lipstick all over my face. It was just a mess. So I need to make sure I take this stuff off. I don't know what this lipstick is made of, but it does not just wipe off. TMI, TMI. All right, bye y'all. I'm TMI. Yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, what is this stuff made of? This stuff does not wipe off. I had to scrub it, and then I usually have to get some kind of oil, then makeup remover, then soap and water. Everything to take this stuff off, but anyway. All right, I'm just laughing at myself. I do that all the time, then I embarrass myself, so I better get off this live before I embarrass myself any further, right? Nice lipstick. Yeah, it's from Sephora. It's from Sephora. It's their brand. It's their brand, and it's matte, and it's a liquid. And I love that. It's a liquid, and this stuff does not come off. I can eat, I can drink, do everything with this stuff, and it stays on. Yeah, and it was very inexpensive. I think it was only like $15. I have this in a couple of other colors, but that's where I get it from. I order it online. Yeah, so all right, bye y'all. I wish I could crop the end of this video out, but I can't. But all right, bye.